Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Today's video will make you question your life. Is time travel really possible? Did these people come from the future to send us a message? Enjoy as we give you the top 6 scary time travel stories. The man who met himself in 2042. One day, 36 years old, Hakan Nordvest came back home to find his kitchen flooded with water. Thinking it's nothing more than a leak, he crawled under the sink to fix the problem. But when he crawled inside the cabinet, he noticed that it didn't have an end, so he kept crawling further. According to him, there was a light at the end, and he was just following the light. When suddenly he was able to stand, Nordvest realized that he had landed up in the future, in 2042 in fact. And oddly enough, he even met his old self, a 72-year-old version of him. Future Nordvest wasn't very surprised to meet this guy. They had a nice and long conversation. Present Nordvest asked many questions to future Nordvest. They even had the same tattoo. The man knew no one would believe his experience in the future, so he decided to make a video to prove that encounter. Interesting, right? Well, although honestly, this one sounds more like an acid trip. But who are we to judge, right? I guess we'll have to save this video on watch later list and come back in 2042 to check if he actually looks like that guy. The Underwater City. This man claims to have been part of a top-secret experiment that took place in 2004 in LA, which allowed him somehow to travel through time. During the experiment, he traveled to the year 5000 and found himself in an unrecognized city. At least, that's what he thought. He said he was on a wooden platform, but when he looked under the water, he realized he was still in LA, but the city was completely underwater. The man claims that in the future humans will be forced to live underwater after all the ice kept melting due to the global warming. He even had photograph evidences of his underwater LA experience. Check it out. Hipster time travel. Look at this photograph very carefully. Find something wrong with it? The picture is said to be the reopening of the South Fork Bridge in the early 40s in Gold Bridge, Canada. While it is a completely normal photograph, there is one guy that stands out for the way he's dressing for that time. He doesn't really look like a part of the crew here. Does he? Could he have been traveling back in time? The Wall Street Scam. On 28th of January 2003, a certain Andrew Carson was arrested and detained by the police for insider trading at the Wall Street. Over a 2-week period in the stock market, Andrew went from having $800 to making, wait for this, $350 million. It is nearly impossible to make the kind of profits he did. He was arrested by the cops on the allegation that he must had some illegal insider information. But when asked why and how he did this, the cops weren't really expecting what Andrew had to say. He claimed to be a man from the year 2256. Since he was from the future, he knew exactly how the stocks were going to perform. Obviously, the cops didn't buy that version, but they had to release him for lack of evidences. Soon after he was released, the man disappeared from the face of this earth, and even after repeated attempts, he couldn't be found. Was he telling the truth? Who knows? Oddly enough, the man predicted the exact date of the US invasion of Iraq. John Titor. In 2000, a person calling himself John Titor announced on an online forum that he was an American soldier from the year of 2036. He said the government sent him back to 1976 to get an IBM computer which they needed to fix computers in the future. However, he stopped off in 2000 for personal reasons and decided to inform people about secrets of the future. The guy got a few things right, such as North Korea developing missiles, IBM computer having secret functions. He also left detailed schematics and explanations of his actual time machine. But he did get some things wrong. He said there will be another American Civil War in 2008, and World War III would have happened by 2015. But he also said that timelines could be changed. By the way, mysterious John Titor disappeared altogether from internet in 2003. Time traveler brings food from 2200. The man who goes only by the name W.D. Davis claims he's a time traveler from the year 2200. He says that in the future, cancer has been eradicated, people live up to 200 years, flying cars that go on autopilot can travel into space, there are underwater cities, and shape-shifting alien life lives among people. He even said that many people have moved to Mars and other planets to escape of overpopulation and wars. Now, this could all have been a creation of his imagination if it wasn't for an evidence that he brought from the future. The man claims that these pills are food supply humans need for a week, and the government provides them. Mr. Davis claims that he has come after a man supposedly from the year 4000 named John. Is he talking about John Titor? Could all these stories be related somehow? Well, it leaves us more questions than answers. What do you guys think? Let me know your opinions in the comments below. If you've enjoyed this video, please give us a like and subscribe to our channel. See ya!